Hi everybody. Good morning. Good morning to you all. It's around 10 o'clock and today is Monday. And here I am in our art station. This is Heather Kamala with KiDo Kids Yoga. I'm Heather Kamala. So we're live on Facebook, but later this will be saved to YouTube. And I'm just curious, how was your weekend, everybody? How was your weekend? If today is Monday, then yesterday was Sunday, and guess what? It was Easter Sunday. That's right. How do you celebrate that? Do you celebrate with a big egg gathering, like the characters of my story? Or do you celebrate with a yummy meal, being with your family? Oh, so many wonderful things that we can do for Easter, right? I really appreciate you watching this wonderful 30-minute video that we're going to have. And today we are going to do 3 things in 30 minutes. Is that possible? Let's see. The first thing is a little bit of art. We're going to do an art project today, which is actually making little puppets, paper puppets. Isn't that fun? And then the second thing is we're going to move. We're going to do some fun yoga. And then the third thing is story time. So for grown-ups watching, it's the pattern of starting small and then going up and then going down. So low energy, high energy, low energy. We always strive for a pattern, right? So again, my name is Heather Kamala, and I'm here today to show you some fun stuff. If you're 4 years old, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, if you're an adult, it doesn't matter. You're going to enjoy this. This is my new KiDo Kids Club Make-A-Book. It's available, a 50-plus page download. It's available on my website, KiDoKidsYoga.com, K-I-D-O, kidsyoga.com. And there you can also find, little by little, I'll be posting and putting in my shop on my website more and more art projects that go inserted into the book. So why do we say make a book? Because you're literally putting it together over the course of spring, in this case, and we'll do fun art projects like we did this one. Here's a couple that we did. This is one that we did. There was a coloring page that we colored in with eggs, and I wrote my special wishes up the top. That's a little egg basket. That was one that we did recently, and another one we did recently was this one. I know it looks really fancy, but it started out really simple and really plain, and then we folded the pages, and then we cut out the eggs and colored them, and then we cut out a bunch of little grass and we glued it on. You can find those projects on my website. Isn't that fun? That was a free download. This one cost $10. So you buy the base, and then from there you keep adding in art pages. Isn't that fun? Such a great thing to do with children. So let's get started with our really quick art project. And this one is going to be, as I said, paper puppets. Now here at my preschool, we're famous for paper puppets. So what we do is that I actually collect pencils, pins that don't work anymore. We don't throw them away because we're going to use tape, and you can also use duct tape. We're going to make puppets and glue them onto the pencils. So here's just a little example. It could be something like this on a popsicle stick. Do you see how I use some black duct tape on the back? You can also use glue, but of course that's not going to be like instant fun for the kids, right? So let's start out. We first need a piece of paper, and what I'm going to tell you is that you can do this project later too. It doesn't have to be right now. So I have a piece of paper which is a little bit thicker. It's not just the thin paper, but you could also use thin paper. You could use colored paper. You could also use things like a file paper, whatever is easy for kids to cut. You can see we have some choices here of, oh, what's that? Somebody with a little floppy head. That's from the alphabet. You can just do unlimited things. And this one is a chopstick, ohashi. Hi, Alina. Hello. we're doing just a little quick art project, and then we're going to move on to our yoga, and then we'll end with a story. So right now what I'm going to do is show you guys with my marker about a flower. I'm going to do just a really simple flower. And the idea is that this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're going to do paper puppets every day. That's our quick art project in the morning, first thing on our video. And then we get to do a little puppet show. So this is a fun thing that we like to do. So I have this backdrop here so that it could be easy for me to teach you guys. And this is going to be, you can see it looks like a drop of water, right? Or it looks like a petal, which it is. So let's see, maybe that's too far for you guys. I'm going to show you. There we go. Yeah, now I'm going to draw 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a really beautiful beginning for a very beautiful flower. It looks really simple, but now when you go to color it in, you can add something. Let's just say, what color should we make our flower? How about pink and yellow? That's good. So we'll do a dark pink I have here. You can use any markers that you want. And then we'll do a yellow on the inside. Okay, I have my 2 that I chose. And I'm going to do the marker here, which is pink on the outside. You following me? And you guys can do this later if you want, or you can do it now with me. But the idea is that you can watch the video again later. So I'm doing the outside of the flower first, which is to say the edge of the petals. And you can hear the little squeaky, squeaky. Okay, so that's the outside of the petals, right? Sometimes things look deceivingly simple. And then when you finish, you realize, oh yeah, simple is best. Now I'm just going to do yellow on the inside here. All right. See how simple that was? And there's one more little trick that I want to teach you guys, and that is that you take a black marker. Let's see which one. I think I'm going to use this one. Whatever you guys have. And then I'm going to draw 2 little sticks on the inside of each little petal. 1, 2. You'll see in a minute how that just gives a lot of flavor. 1, 2. I'm going to draw these little lines. 1, 2. Anybody can do this who loves to draw. And there you see that it gives a lot more flavor and depth. And the very last thing is a little dot in the middle. Now, we could glue on a different colored dot, like for example yellow, or we could draw in a little black dot that gives it the center focus. And that's pretty much it. If you wanted to add more things, you could add little, like a little leaf coming out here, some leaves. You could draw them green. If you wanted to, I have some nice, how about glitter green? I have a, oh no, that one wasn't, oh yeah, here we go. This is I Like My Jelly Roll, spelled with a G, by Sakura Company. And I'm going to, you can just keep adding layers and layers. I should put my glasses on, here we go. Layers and layers of color. And this is something really fun that you can do with your kids that is going to become a puppet show. We're going to do the different characters every day. So the first one was the flower. And now I'm going to cut it out. When I cut it out, I don't even have to cut all exactly on the edge. What I can do is I can cut it out like a petal, you see? And so then I'm going to take one of my empty pins, let's say, and I put it on the back, and I'm going to tape it down. So let's get some tape. Duct tape is the best I have found, but this will work right now because I couldn't find my duct tape or I ran out. Seems to be a popular item in my house. There we go. And I'm going to cut off the little extra piece. There we go. And voila. I should say, et voila. Ta-da! And that is my little puppet. And you guys can do that too, and we can make more and more puppets this week. So think about springtime, and think about all of the themes of our story. And I will be posting some more little puppets that are printables. How about that? Okay, so now let's get on to our yoga. Put our art supplies to the side. Here we go. All my fun stuff. And now let's do some fun yoga. Yoga, movement, dance, whatever, right? All right. Here we go. I'm going to move you guys up here so we can go to our next station. The first station was art. The second station is yoga. All right. And how was your weekend, everybody? I hope that you had a wonderful, wonderful time. I had a very, very good time. I posted some great pictures of my special garden and just, you know, clean, clean, clean because it's springtime, right? All right, so let's see. Here we are, and we're going to do our KiDo Kids yoga class for kids, right? And we're going to start with high movement. So we're going to reach up, 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 and together up on my tippy toes and down, down, down. Oh, yeah. We're going to go up on my tippy toes. I'm balancing up, and down. And wake up, Mr. Worm. And hello to the different birds flying by and down. Okay. And now we're going to jump, jump, jump. Balance, jump, 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 balance. Aha, this looks like the Uma dance. Do you know Uma the horse in our story? Have you guys been listening to Uma and the crystal balls? The story that I've been telling. We're all the way on chapter 8. That's the very last chapter in the story. It's very exciting. What story shall I read next? I'm not sure, but here we have ye Uma to the right and run, run, run. Balance up, ye Uma to the left and run, run, run. Now twirl around so gracefully. Twirl again and face me. Yay, wonderful. All right, let's make some big circles. Big circles, big circles. Open your heart. Ooh. We're hugging, 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 and we're opening, opening, opening. I'm a little bit sleepy. I'm a little bit shy. And then I'm open in the world, and I'm doing all kinds of things in the world. So, big energy and little energy. Big and little. Big and little. The more that we go up and down and up and down, the more that our heart starts pumping and pumping and beating faster and faster. Can you hear it? Hello, good morning, Alexandra. Good morning, Bruno. How's everybody doing today? Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Now that we have our heart beating a little bit from doing our special balancing dance and our up and down movement. Now we're going to sit down and do our very first rhyme. Our opening rhyme is, we call it Namaste Opening, right? So let's sit down, crisscross applesauce, 1 foot on the bottom, 1 foot on top, clap your hands, and then we stop. That's right. All right. Make sure that you drink a lot of water too. I have my water too. My water has 1 drop of peppermint oil in it. That's from my Young Living collection. And that's the wake up water. No coffee, just wake up water in the morning. And That's right. Now we're going to start with our very first rhyme we always say when we open our class, and that is, this is our roof, keeps us dry and warm. Hands together, our heart is our home. Namaste, little one, or namaste, big. Put your hands down, stretching your back. Oh, such a wonderful practice. I just love this. I could do this forever, every day. One child asked me, why do we do the same yoga poses? And I say, well, that's how you get really good. Practice, 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 right? And so now we're going to twist our body. Twist, twist, twist. Show me twist. Show me twist. Now watch out for whoever's next to you. Put your hands big and show me big twist. But watch out for your person next to you if there's somebody next to you, because you don't want to hit them, right? All right. Good. Clap to the front. Clap to the back. Clap to the front. Clap to the back. Now, oh, what's that yummy stuff? Smell it. Smell it. Yummy. Oh my goodness, that looks like some blueberries. Let's see what's in your yummy stuff. Let's see. Do you see? Oh, yummy. Oh, so good. We're going to smell a big one, and then we're going to say yummy or rico or oishi, okay? Rico. Oh, que rico. ¿Te gusta? Like my bunnies eating from the little bowl. That is so delicious. All right. Now we did our opening rhyme and we did some twisting. Now how about some rotating? Oh, yeah. This is the one I love. Why? Because it wakes up the body. And now we're going to do one that's a little bit different. We're going to raise your hand up. Raise your hand higher, and grab your ear on the other side. Can you do that? And now we're going to pull our head over very gently to stretch this whole side. Ooh, does that feel good? Okay, how about let's do the other side. Raise your hand up. Higher, higher, higher. Now reach your ear and pull. Do you love it? I think it feels really good. Now squeeze, stinky cheese. Squeeze, stinky cheese. Oh, we're so silly. Okay, circles, circles, circles. And we're going to do circles to the front, circles to the front, and circles to the back, circles to the back. And remember how we like to stand up. Sometimes we say like this, and then push your body. Now, look, I'm up. I'm not sitting down, I'm up. And then I'm going to put my hands down flat, flat, flat. And then I'm going to raise my seat up. Oh, I'm upside down. Let your head hang, hang, hang. Feel how good that feels. Now, bend your knees and round your back and blow out your air. Now breathe in. Feels so good. Namaste. That is a wonderful way to stand up. So healthy. Oh, I feel great. Okay, let's say that together. Let's say, I feel great. Ready? I feel great. Can we say that again? Ready? I feel great. I feel great. Siento bien. Siento bien. Energía. Energy. Energy. Woo! All right, now we're going to do a little bit of standing poses. Let's start out our week with a sun salutation. We say 1, we say 2, we say 3, we say 4. Not going to forget this time. We say 4, we say, ooh, that's still part of 4. 4, froggy, froggy. And then 5, legs back. And 6 is a snake. And 7, we're going to howl at the moon. Oh, that's the wolf. And then the dogs are 8. That's right. And then we're going to squat down and we're going to pump it up and we're going to jump our feet to meet our hands. 1, 2, 3. like a little rabbit. 9, and then 10, right? And we're going to go all the way up. Hands reach up, 11 and 12. Did I do that right? Oh my gosh, namaste. Wonderful, wonderful practice. That was our little yoga set. So that was the second station. We're doing 3 things. We did an art project. Did you guys see what we did? Did you do one? You're going to do one later? It's a little, we call like a puppet, because we're going to have a puppet show and you have to be able to have a stick on your puppet show, right? So that was the first thing, was our art activity. The second one, some yoga, some movement, and now story time. So let me get my glasses on. I'm going to read to you guys. You enjoying this class today? Okay, let's see what, in our story, we were talking about how, so many different things were at the very end of the story. So if I could just review a little bit, there's Uma, that was the horse, and Uma's papa is telling the story, okay? Uma's papa is telling the story to Uma, and Uma's falling asleep. So that's the horse family. And this is a story from a long time ago. It's the papa, Uma's papa is telling the story of Sarita the snake and Nana the monkey. So the snake and the monkey, and they went on an adventure. They went on an adventure and they were looking for the last crystal ball. There were 3 crystal balls in the rainbow feathered nest, and then they're looking for one more crystal ball. But where was it? And then they found out from a lot of different animals that actually the crystal ball, the last one, was the crystal ball of water. And it was in the sea. It was in the ocean together with the mermaid. So that's where we're at the end of our story. And the mermaid had a very, very good friend named Sweetie the salmon. Sweetie the salmon was a fish. So let's see. In chapter 8, we were talking about, Sweetie the salmon was asking the crystal ball in the sea together with the mermaid, does it miss its family? That's what it was saying. And then the crystal ball of the water was saying yes. And then Shivan, the mermaid, said that she felt a little bit sad because she knew that the crystal ball was going to go back with its family. And so that's where we are now. Just a little review. All right. Sweetie the salmon is going to take the crystal ball back to its family. And this is the mermaid, that's Shivan the mermaid. And they are just all 3 best friends. The crystal ball, Sweetie the salmon, and Shivan the mermaid are best friends. Do you have a best friend? Is it your mama or your papa? Your brother or your sister? Or somebody at school? Well, let's see what happens. So it was a really big adventure for Sweetie Salmon to carry the crystal ball of water all the way back from the sea to the river. Although Sweetie was a very strong swimmer. The other fish in the river saw Sweetie coming. Do you spy Sweetie? Let's spy Sweetie. And Sweetie had the big ball tied onto her back. They told Pollywog, who told Mama Frog, the crystal ball of water would be arriving very soon. When Sarita and Nana heard the news, they jumped up and down with excitement. Woo, 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 woo! The red fox ran in a circle chasing her tail. The turtle clapped. These are all the friends. With his green claws, the little Pollywog jumped out of the water and splashed back down. Everyone was so excited to meet the crystal ball of water. Just then, they heard the call of Sweetie Salmon. She was swimming up the river. Mama Frog was the first to say hello and welcome to Sweetie Salmon and to the crystal ball. The crystal ball of water was so beautiful and round and smooth and blue. Everyone wanted to touch it. Oh, Mama Frog was very curious. She wanted to touch it. The crystal ball of water said everyone could come close because the crystal ball of water knows how to talk. And the crystal ball of water said everyone could come close and say hello and touch it. Would you like to touch the crystal ball of water? Oh, me too. Oh my goodness. So Sweetie Salmon said it was time for her to go lay her own eggs, because Sweetie Salmon is also a mama. So she swam away to her own little nest in the river. Bye-bye, Sweetie Salmon. Bye-bye. Sarita the snake and Nana the monkey, remember the two friends that were having the adventure? They, with the help of the little red fox and the turtle, made good on their promise to find the crystal ball of water. Now it was time to bring it back to the rainbow-feathered nest. So we're going to go, everybody go back to the rainbow-feathered nest. Now it's an adventure to go back. Well, Sarita slithered slowly while Nana walked and ran. The red fox smelled the ground, zigzag, 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 as she went, and the turtle walked back along the river together. The turtle stayed in his pond at the bottom of the hill. Thank you, goodbye, everyone shouted, and the turtle waved goodbye with his little green foot. Sarita slithered a little faster now, while Nana and the red fox walked and ran up the hill. They passed 6 bunches of flowers. 6 bunches of flowers. And in every beautiful color. Can you imagine? Woo-hoo. And every beautiful smell of the rainbow. But they didn't stop to smell those beautiful flowers. They kept going. The crystal ball of water was so amazed at all of the beauty on the land. I never knew how amazing land was and how good it smells, said the crystal ball of water, because remember, the crystal ball of water, its whole life was always in the water. They kept going until they found the hole of the red fox. Sarita and Nana said, thank you, goodbye. Can you say goodbye to the red fox? Bye-bye. The red fox waved goodbye, and as she jumped down the hole, and she went down into her home, whoop, there she goes. Sarita slithered much faster now. They're excited to get back to the rainbow feather nest. They're so close. While Nana walked and ran to the edge of the stream. And Nana the monkey, doesn't want to get wet in the water. She said, can I ride on your back again? Because she did before also. And Sarita the snake said, yes, but you are heavier this time. The crystal ball of water wondered if it knew how to swim. Let me try to swim alone, said the crystal ball. Well, let's see, because the crystal ball has always been held by the mermaid in her tail. But now the crystal ball wants to try to swim alone. Ooh, that's exciting. And as Nana rode on Sarita's back, so Nana the monkey is on the back of Sarita the snake, and the crystal ball was floating alongside in the water. And you know what the crystal ball said? Whee! On the other side of the stream, they all dried off, and then they kept going. That was fun. Sarita slithered, Nana walked, and the crystal ball rolled on its own. Whee! Said the crystal ball. It never moved on its own before. Swimming and rolling was so fun. They went past 5 trees, 3 pine trees, and 2 oak trees. That makes 5. All the way back to Sarita's home in the grasses. There they saw the little bird who had drawn them the map so carefully with one leg. There she is. And there's the trees. And there's the map. She's good at drawing maps, huh? She's been practicing. And there they saw the little bird, and the little bird flew around the crystal ball of water, and it was singing its songs. Like that. And the crystal ball of water said, I never knew how lovely the sounds were on land. After a while, they all said thank you and goodbye to the little bird. Bye. The rainbow feathered nest was so close they could see the meadow and hear the animals cheering. Yay! Because everybody's really excited. They're all going to be back. And the 3 crystal balls are super excited to see the last one so they can get together, all 4 crystal balls in the rainbow feathered nest. When the other 3 crystal balls felt the crystal ball of water, they all glowed very bright colors, and they rolled around and around in the cozy nest. At last, they all felt complete, and they felt together. They each took turns telling their special creation stories. How did they come to be? How did they come to live? How did they grow up? The story that you now know from other parts of the story earlier of how they grew into the trees. That's the one of air, right? The crystal ball of air. And how they grew in the volcanoes. The crystal ball of what? Fire. That's right. And how they grew in the earth. Crystal ball of earth. And in the water. Crystal ball of water. The animals watched, and over the years, little by little, the crystal balls lived part in the sea and part in the nest. And the other part of the year, they traveled to be with their merfolk and Siobhan, the grandma mermaid. So they lived part of the time on land and part of the time in water. All of them, even the crystal ball of fire, had fun going in the water. Uma's papa, remember Uma's papa was telling the story. Uma's papa looked over at his little horse to see if Uma was still listening. But Uma had fallen asleep. The little horse had fallen asleep. And then Papa noticed that the little spiders and the little ants who shared Uma's room were still awake, watching and listening to Papa's story. He waved good night to the little spiders and the ants as they pulled their blankets up to their faces and they closed their eyes. Good night, little spiders. Good night, little ants. Good night, Uma and the crystal balls. The end. Yay! That was a fun story. I really enjoyed writing it, and I enjoyed telling it to you guys. All 8 chapters. That was over last week and now today. Last week and even the week before that, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed today's Circle Time, and we'll see you again tomorrow for Tuesday. Tomorrow, Tuesday, who knows what we'll do? We know that we're going to do some art project and make some more puppets for our puppet show, right? So, see you guys tomorrow and have a wonderful day. Remember, I love you so much. Mwah! Bye!